I'm Carina Neighbour, and this is the AV Experience, a podcast brought to you by Optoma. On today's episode, I take great pleasure in introducing the talented orchestral duo that is Quiet Ensemble. Founded in 2009 by Fabio di Salvo and Bernardo Vercelli, their artwork is renowned for balancing technology and nature in perfect harmony. I wanted to find out how they began working together, what their creative process is, and how they decide which technology to use. But firstly, I wanted to know, what exactly does Quiet Ensemble mean to them?
Quiet Ensemble was born with this work, quintetto, so with this goldfishes orchestra. And the Quiet Ensemble is, as the word suggests, like an ensemble, like a musical ensemble, but really quiet, almost silent. One wants to suggest the hidden concert around us. So all those little theaters or little orchestras that we have under our eyes, but we are not giving attention to. So things that the marvel happening around us, but somehow is invisible.
What does Quiet Ensemble aim to do?
To underline some kind of childish wonder, to make great something really small. We love to focus on the beauty of nature, trying to underline it through technology. We also enjoy very much to work with chaos and trying to controlling it somehow. Personally speaking, I don't think too much on what I would like to communicate. Like if I am inspired by something, really touched by something, I believe that someone else out there would feel the same.
Also for me, I think to feel better in a certain way. And when we find something quiet, we have some feelings, and then we start to work on this project, and we feel good at least. And then of course the other very important part is to share. When we share, it's very important. It is food for soul. I don't know come si dice. I don't know how soul.
Yeah, that's how you say it. So how did you both meet and start working together?
We met about 11 years ago. We met by coincidence, I would say. We were coming from two really different, like I was studying set design and Fabio digital theater. Can I say digital theater, Fabio?
Yeah, digital video and this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and we met in a theater. And we just started working together without even knowing each other, actually, together with some other people, with 4 other people. And after 1 year, we decided to split with the first group. And me and Fabio, we continue working together. Was because we found our common interest, which was this balance between nature and technology. We started working with this. The first installation was Quintetto, this goldfish as musicians. We started working with this balance between nature and technology, and we were really inspired.
How do you choose what technology to use for each piece?
Yeah, usually we start with an idea, and then we have to look for the right technology. So sometimes it happens that to realize something we have in mind, we really need to go focus on researching in something totally new.
Yes, sometimes we saw some natural events around us, and we understand that it could be something to put in our installation or performance. And when it happened, we try to understand which technology can help us to make it possible. And yes, sometimes you have to search something new, we have to discover new techniques, and of course to collaborate with some other people.
That must be really difficult. So sometimes, is it the case that you've never used the technology before and it's the first time you're using it?
Yeah, we have kind of lucky because we work with this festival, Blooming Festival. We are directors of this festival, and we have the chance to meet a lot of people that work in this field. So often we discover new technologies because other people show us the new technology often come to us in this way, and it's very nice to work in this way.
Yes, sometimes the technology itself could be the beginning of some kind of inspiration.
Can you tell me the inspiration for Onda?
Yeah, Onda is a particular project because we started on another installation working on MIST, was Invisibili Orchestre. In Invisibili Orchestre, we raise up the volume and we use detailed microphones and detailed microscopes and cameras, and we show what's invisible and inaudible on the actual place. And in that case, we were in this area where we had this river. We were looking for a support to project the magnified images. We decided to use the water itself to show the secret of that place. Once we were working on these water screens, then we had a closer look to the water itself, so to the river. And we decided automatically to represent what was already there, but bringing it on another level. So we projected the water on the water, focusing still on this Invisibili Orchestre kind of research, like showing what's is already there, but on another point of view.
What has been your proudest moment as Quiet Ensemble?
I never thought of that. Maybe the beginning, really the beginning, when we won the Celeste Prize. For me, I mean, I felt really, really happy, and I saw somehow like a possible beginning of something.
The proudest moment, I think, is every time that something works in the good way. I mean, when the concept and the aesthetics and our feelings match together.
It's true. In 12 years, it seems like a really long time. We've been working on so many different projects. It's really hard to find this right balance when you become really fully happy of the work in this balance of concept and aesthetics. The last projects we did, I think I'm quite happy of this last projects we did, from the Sole and Onda. And if I think back, I don't say wasting time, because every mistake brings you to something else. But we've been really working a lot of on projects than we didn't really realize, or we didn't like to bring around anymore after we finish them.
Yeah, and then I'm understanding now that in 2020 we made two projects, Wave and Soul.
Yeah, I mean, if you go on the website, we have maybe I think something like 10. I think we did about 50. I mean, we're always experimenting and trying. We have some idea and we put it down, but then sometimes we're just driven by something which is not quiet, we could say. Sometimes we think of something and we say, oh my God, that's really quiet. And we, if we agree on that, we go forward with it. But sometimes we're driven by a push towards cool aesthetic, or we really like the technique, so we do a project working on that technique, but then it becomes too technical and it's not poetic enough.
Do you have any advice for other budding AV artists?
The most important moments were when we met other people that shared with us something, and could be techniques or concept. When we started, we made also some workshops. We shared what we learned. Most of the collaborators that today still work with us, we met during this workshop.
I would also say it's really important to test out anything comes in your mind, and take the mistakes as something really important and as a challenge. Many of our works really were born from mistakes we did, like destroying lamps or crashing light bulbs. It can be really inspiring. So don't put yourself down if something doesn't work, and try to make something else out of it, and just keep trying, keep experimenting, and keep being amazed by things and explore.
Any exciting news in the pipeline or any other projects you're involved with?
Well, we're in the period of maybe. We have this big maybe right now on our heads. We could have like a solo exhibition in Sicily. That would be fantastic. Or we could have like an Unshaped in Barcelona, in a great location, in a great festival. Yes, we're in this maybe moment. So right now we're looking for our goal in these times is to look for a new studio, because we left our old factory, Quiet factory. So now we're working on that. We're really looking, like tomorrow we're going in Rome, and we're going to visit a couple of studios. That's our main goal.
How can people get in touch with you to find out more about anything that you're up to?
Yeah, we're quite updated on Instagram mostly, and also Facebook usually. But you can also drop a line on the email or direct writing us. We're really open to answer and share our thoughts.
Thank you, Quiet Ensemble, for sharing your AV experience with us. You've been listening to the AV Experience, brought to you by Optoma. If you'd like to learn more about the podcast, or would even like to feature, please visit optoma.com for more details. I'm Carina, this is the AV Experience. Catch you in the ether.